Yeah, on the energy efficiency side, on the residential programs, several years ago, there was a decision made by NYSERDA that they wouldn't allow the use of REM rate in the program, and you had to use CREEP. Which,
oh, you've lost me already.
well, what it is it's the energy calculation program. And what happened was NYSERDA paid for the development of CREEP, and everybody uses it, hates it. They would like you to jettison it, get rid of it. It actually adds 2 to 3 hours to calculating the energy use of the building and the energy values going forward compared to using the REM rate program, which is what's used in the new energy program, and the new construction program. And so there was an internal decision made by NYSERDA to de-qualify this other program that everybody used because they weren't using the program that NYSERDA spent a lot of money to develop.
Well, Jeff's nodding his head like he knows what you just said. Judy? Okay. Well, send me a note. I'd be curious about that, and I can ask.
Okay.
Just send me an email, please.
Greg, you had a question? Yes.
I'm working around the public a lot. We do exhibit booths at a lot of different events, and outside, inside, here, there, and everywhere. We're in schools. One problem I'm finding is teachers feel they don't have enough energy education, and I think we're looking at it a little bit skewed because they feel like, well, you know, I majored in English. I didn't take the extra course in physics or the extra courses in chemistry. So I feel that what seems to be that they'd like is some way to go to a YouTube session of classes where they could watch 4 to 6 minutes, which would explain carbon, where does the word come from, how did we use it, what's the history of it. Then finally maybe drop in the mathematics and stuff, because they don't feel confident about two things. One thing I've known for a long time, they don't have the time to look at the K through 12 education that's out there and translate it into something to do in their classrooms. They have not got the time, although it is vocabulary and it is mathematics. They don't feel confident enough to be able to bring into the classroom. So I still feel that the teachers have cold feet, they admit it, and they don't have enough confidence in the classroom to bring out the lessons. Without the kids learning, we're not going to raise demand, because the kids will bring it home to the parents. The other thing I don't see is like a billboard type advertising. I don't see us really spending money in the media. Oh, look at this view. I was just in France for a week. The Schuco has these ads on every state channel. And it's just the woman is pointing at her lovely new windows and saying, aren't they gorgeous? Apparently they have some solar in their Schuco windows. I'm not too sure what. But at the same time, we don't have an 800 number for information. And the guys that I see, they would love to have solar hot water. They know that it would defray a piece of their utility bill. But we need to match the financing to the savings. So they say, well, you know, I can pay $33 or $60 a month towards a solar hot water system, but I can't get that kind of financing. It's just not available. So there's this three-legged stool of education in the classroom. Whoops, teachers don't feel confident. We say www. For information, and Joe Bob does not have a computer and won't have a computer, and there are a lot of people in the state who don't have computers. We might need 800 numbers and things to get more information to those that want it. And a flat-out media campaign that reaches, it's clever and fun. We have a pot of gold. Those are our taxes and the system's benefits chart. But I don't see it implemented really down to the guy who's got the well, has septic, would love to have the hot water, and have the wellhead running, a nice soft start well thing that would run with a teeny bit of PV. PV is so expensive, and one other piece we're leaving out is solar heat on the sides of all those big buildings that I've walked on the roof in Hunts Point, almost the building. And those people are afraid of spray paint, somebody jumping up there and spray painting all the solar panels. So, all right.
Well,
That's my problem, is education of guy.
Good, as long as I don't have to deal with the spray painting in New York City. It's a classic example of government cannot solve all problems.
Wash it off in Starbucks.
Yeah,
Well,
that'll
that stuff
be
will
true
be
anyway.
true anyway. I'm not a Starbucks
Heather
fan.
used
Me neither, not anymore.
Well, a couple of thoughts, kind of working backward, kind of from the customer point of view. I'll get to the teachers in a minute. From the customer point of view, one of the things that concerns me the most is there's so much information out there that people get bombarded and they don't know where to go to get the right information. So one of the things we're doing is we in the process at NYSERDA of revising entirely our website so that it's more accessible to people, and you'll be able to access it. If you're a homeowner, it'll send you in one direction. If you're a commercial building owner, another direction, industrial and industry in another direction, and make available the information on not only just our programs but other programs in as simple as straightforward as way, so people have some place they can go to get information. We used to have a 1-800 number. We used to have an energy hotline, which I don't think we still have anymore. I don't know if it was a product of, we do? Oh, Jeff says he thinks we do. So we do have a 1-800 number that people can call. I would imagine that some of our colleagues in state government, like the Long Island Power Authority, probably does as well. With regard to the billboards, I don't think you're going to see us advertising in billboards. That's another whole environmental challenge, so to speak. But you are right. There needs to be more advertising about the benefits of investing in energy efficiency as well as renewable energy. And I know that both we at NYSERDA as well as the State Public Service Commission are nearing the end of the development of an actual ad campaign. We've had contractors that we've been working with over the last 6 months to develop what we think will be a pretty good ad campaign. I don't know when that's being launched. You know, we're going through the final review of those, but those campaigns have been based upon some very extensive market research by some fairly sophisticated Madison Avenue firms, so that our hope is that we'll make this type of advertising effective in reaching the actual customers we want to reach. In terms of the gentleman that's looking to install solar thermal, well, we do have a program for that. We do have a program called Green Jobs, Green New York, which I encourage everybody to go on our website and learn about. It's available to all residential customers in the state. We provide free energy audits to any residential customer. The audits are performed by BPI, Building Performance Institute, certified contractors to provide you with the assurance that you're not dealing with a fly-by-night company. And then we will make available low-cost financing as low as 3.25% for the installation of the energy efficiency measures, as well as a number of renewable energy technologies, and solar thermal is one of those technologies. If you can get money cheaper somewhere else, well, that's all the better to you. But we're trying to do what we can with what resources we have available. Finally, for the teachers, we do run a number of programs, some of which are run through the community college networks, that are designed to reach out to the teachers directly, bring them and their students to places such as TechSmart up in Malta and Saratoga. We've already begun a program up there with the school districts, Saratoga Springs and Ballston Spire, and we're looking to expand that program to other school districts here in the capital region, where you bring in the students and the teachers together so they can see some of these technologies, conduct seminars to help educate them. But in addition to that, we develop curriculum material which are available specifically to teachers between K through 12 to deal with some of these issues such as climate change. What are the facts and what's the fiction? So we're doing what we can, but as you alluded to, the life of a teacher, there's only so many hours in the day, you know, with everything else that they're doing. But we do have some resources that we can make available to help them a little bit.
I could just speak for SUNY. We have Energy Smart New York and Energy Smart SUNY. And one of our goals is every undergraduate student had 2 to 3 hours of work on energy. So that hopefully in the future, the teachers in the classroom will always feel comfortable enough to be able to discuss some of that stuff with their students.
Any additional questions? Excellent. Sounds like you answered all the questions that our audience had. Let's thank our panelists. I know they'll be here for a few more minutes, so we have a reception and a networking session that we'll have over in the Rotunda, and feel free to come up to our panelists to talk to them if you have any other questions that you didn't get to ask right now. Again, thank you very much, all of you, for coming to this event today.